Washington sent us some very important news. Someone talks to Jerome Powell. He's talking about how important stablecoins will be and how banking rules are being changed to help crypto innovation in the US. You also know some important things about Hidden Road. What I want to talk to you about, a bit of information. In June to July, more people claimed $10,000 0 cents worth of XRP. Me to talk to you about this. It's my job to clear things up. How big are the US crypto systems? A study was just finished. In a minute, Stuart Alderati and his team will tell us all about it. I also got some clips from Brad Kynes' Good Morning Crypto. We're going to talk about it, guys. We're going to talk about a lot more in this film. Follow me through this whole thing. Please click like if you find this useful. Let's go. By the way, we were trying to work during that time. Congress and I worked together to try to get a framework for steady coins. This would have been a good place to start. We failed at what we did. I believe that things are shifting and that area is becoming more popular. The Congress is now looking at both of them again. You are going into the mainstream of that whole industry, the mainstream of the crypto market, where most people come to try it. Not only can you buy and hold safe coins, but you can also take part in the process. Both the Senate and the House are looking at a plan for safe coins. This plan is a set of laws. If you know what's in it, that might be a good idea. We need that. Now there isn't one, and stablecoins are a product, a digital product, that could actually have a pretty wide appeal. They should have the usual kinds of customer protections and be clear. That's what the House and Senate are working on. That's a good thing then. Some of the rules and guidelines we gave to banks were also very conservative. We were pretty conservative and some other bank inspectors were even more so. I believe that will be loosened up a bit, and we will try to do it in a way that keeps things safe and sound while also allowing and encouraging the right kind of innovation. But that doesn't put people at risk in ways they don't understand or make banks less safe and sound to begin with. Okay, so here are a few things. Stablecoin rules are of course very important and key. It is common for stablecoin rules to come before rules for digital assets in any given country. It works that way most of the time, but who knows? The Genius Act is in the Senate, the Stable Act is in the House. These are two stablecoin bills that are moving toward each other. They need to pick one. Two separate bills can't make it through the House, the Senate, and the President's desk. The words used in them will be different, and people won't know which one to follow. To really show what stablecoin laws will be like in the United States, they need to pick the better of the two plans. We do feel like we're getting closer and closer. We'll get there soon. It's only a matter of time. We want to get there before August. In August, Congress takes a break, which is kind of like a holiday, and we hope to get that done before then. Let me play this. What does a prime broker do? It's really pretty easy. This is about a secret road. When he says PB or something similar, it means prime broker, okay? Prime dealers, who are also known as third-party credit providers, put money into the market so that clients can trade across an entire ecosystem in a way that is safe for their capital and saves them money. This is especially true for crypto. As a top broker, we let our clients trade from anywhere, as well as after the deal. Give up the spots to Hidden Row, who will then net and settle. Very fast, they can go to any Bucket 1 crypto exchange and do spot perpetual swaps, futures, and options. The second bucket is the over-the-counter OTC market, where they trade with market makers on both sides, but give up the position to the main broker, where it settles and nets. Third bucket for us is that we're the only PB in the world that will loan money for native crypto and cross-market against futures and options that are controlled, like those on CME. Finally, the fourth group is non-custodial ECNs, where we offer credit to our clients. These include Rule Match and other new platforms that are quickly gaining market share. As a result, as a PB, we give our clients credit and margin loans to trade in all of these. The other party doesn't have to worry about us, so they can settle with us. It's a well-known company with a lot of money. We're not calling ourselves a PB and then giving customers a platform that handles all of their trades. Some of these so-called PBs are actually in charge of trade desks. For clients, this is a very different business with very different risks and worries that they need to carefully think through. You should know that a lot of these companies that people call PBs are not controlled and don't have much money. Okay, so that's one reason why it might not be clear what we do and what we don't do. Okay, that's a good setting. Okay, I'd like to go to this clip right away. Nico told us that we agreed to pay $10,000 0 cents in XRP. I'll play it. Give me some background. Will XRP still hit $10,000 0 cents this bull run? Right now, XRP is trying to take over the SWIFT banking system, which means it can definitely hit $10,000 0 cents during this bull run. A lot of people forget that every day, 5 trillion pounds sterling, 0 pence, is moved through the SWIFT banking system. Every year, they do about $1.20 quadrillion worth of business. Now, the first thing that needs to be done to take over this SWIFT banking system is for ISO 222 to go live on July 14th. Also, he's mixing up the times here. He's not talking about SWIFT ISO. The Federal Reserve is what he is talking about. This is the new language that banks will need to use to send money across borders. And XRP is the first coin that works with it. This could cause XRP to hit 10,000, 15,000, or even 20,000. Okay, either he's not telling the truth or he doesn't know what he's talking about. First, let me show you a few different things. Okay, let's just talk about his dates. He said July 14th, SWIFT. You know that date, right? But July 14 isn't SWIFT. Saturday, July 14, is the day that the Federal Reserve will fully add ISO to the Fedwire Fund service. It's not SWIFT. The move is now being made by SWIFT. The first part began in November 2023 and ends on November 22, 2025. He's mixing up those two times. I'm interested in what else he has messed up. Being very careful about who you get your information from is very important. Also, I'm not sure if this is advice or news, but some people just are. This is something I don't understand, right? I'm not sure. You know, if Ripple moved $1.25 quadrillion a year, the price of 1 XRP would be around $20,000. 0 cents. There are 60 billion tokens in circulation, but listen, that wasn't so far-fetched. That's the only way you're going to get right. The only way Ripple could take over the SWIFT system is if something terrible happened to it, yes. Because don't forget that the quick rails will still be up. The newer lines make payments faster, cheaper, and more efficient, but banks will still do what they want. Also, I believe everyone forgets that the SWIFT is made up of 11,500 banks. I'm not sure. Be careful about who you listen to out here. Because some people are, I don't know if they mean well or not, but I think they should maybe look into it a bit more and know what they're giving people. Yes? Because if you say, hey, you know, XRP is going to get there this cycle. Wow. Really? How many times have we heard that? Yes? I'm not sure. I believe I have shown videos of people saying that this loop will continue for about 5 years. Yeah, that being said, let's go. The NCA's first poll now sheds light. Please excuse me. In your opinion, Stuart Alderati? U.S. history shows one thing. The U.S.'s most in-depth study of crypto ever. There you have it. Please excuse me. In the U.S.,